Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel here at Sidewalker Daily. And today's video is literally for anyone who is in the content creator or influencer world and has not gotten their first paid brand deal yet. If you've gotten paid already as a creator, this video maybe you'll learn a little bit from, but this is really for the people who are in that space that they're ready to get paid and they want to get that first paid brand deal. The first one, the very first one. And lucky for you, that's what we do here at Sidewalker Daily. That is what we do. We help creators get paid. I always joke that I need like a little bell, like the one at Home Goods, where, you know, every time they ring it, they get like a donation. Well, I need to ring it every time we get a creator their first brand deal, because I swear I feel like that's what we do here. If you've not gotten paid yet, the first thing you have to even ask you is, are you pitching? Like, let's be 100 with ourselves. Is there outreach happening? No, not our brands coming to you and like, that's a whole other thing. But a lot of times when creators kind of get down on themselves, the first thing I'll ask is, okay, well, tell me a little bit about your pitching strategy. How many brands are you pitching a week, a month? They're like 1, 2, 3. So that's always the first place to start in like the broken system, is to ask yourself, okay, what does your outreach strategy look like? Like, what are you actually doing to water the garden, right? Like, how much effort are you putting into outreach? Always something to consider. Now, if you're telling me, Nina, I am pitching, I promise you, I'm sending over my materials, I'm reaching out, I have the right person's email, right? Because that's obviously the second question I ask is, okay, well, who are you sending it to? Like, are you sending it to the right person? Or are you sending it to a random info email, info at brand, hello at brand? Because again, not sending it to that decision maker will hurt your chances. But let's just say you are sending it to the decision maker and you are doing daily or weekly outreach, because that's what I want you to do here at Sidewalker, is get you in a system where you are doing some sort of weekly effort. That's what I help my clients with. So let's just say you do fit those categories and you are doing the work. Then the first question you really want to ask yourself is, how are you presenting? Like, let's audit your sales tools. You may be wondering, sales tools? What do you mean sales tools? I'm a creator. Well, you're a creator, but you're also an entrepreneur, and you're also trying to build a business. And in order to build a business, you got to sell your services. So you have to ask yourself, okay, am I asking brands to create content for them? Okay, brand, I want to create content for your pages, whether it's UGC content or whatever. And then I want you to ask yourself, what does your portfolio look like? And do you have a portfolio? You better say yes. Because if you're telling me, no, Nina, I don't have a portfolio, well, that's homework number one, right? Is helping you get that portfolio to look good. Because when you go to brands and you sell them content, what you're really saying is, hey, this is what I can do for you. And without a portfolio, you're just not going to get that brand deal. That could be the reason your brand deal is not getting through, because your portfolio is not doing you justice. Same thing goes to my influencers out there. If you are watching this and you are actively pitching and you have a community of people that, know, like, and trust you, but you're not getting through, even though you have the right person's email, the first place we're going to audit is your media kit. How does it look? Does it look professional? Does it look like you do this as a hobby, or is this something that you actually do? Do you have influence? Does your media kit sell you? Does it position you to get that brand deal, right? Because I always like creators, I want you guys to think about this in this way. Your media kit or your portfolio, this is like your resume, right? This is the first thing they see. They don't know you exist. They don't know who you are. And your media kit or your portfolio, they speak to the brand and they say, this is who I am. So it's that first line item that they see. So if you're not getting a paid brand deal yet, you haven't gotten your first one, really take time to take a look at your sales tools, your pitching materials, your portfolio, and or your media kit, because that is the item that will be included in that outreach email, right? And that first pitch when you're trying to get through the door to them. Now, if you have these items, you already have a media kit, you already have your portfolio, ask yourself, seriously, what would you grade this portfolio on a scale from 1 to 10? Like, if you feel that your media kit is anything under a 9, you're not going to send it. There is a correlation with how often you send, with how good you think your materials are, okay? So there's something also psychological that happens there. Now, if you want someone on our team to give you feedback, we offer audits. We do one-on-one coaching. You can even speak to one of our success managers here at Sidewalker to learn about how we can support you in this area. So I will include a link to coaching with me And I'll also include a link to a free discovery call with our success manager. If you want to get on the phone first, ask a few questions about what we do and how we can help you with reviewing your materials. Okay, so once you audit your materials and you feel good about them and you're like, okay, this is good, this is where we're at. Then the second thing, if you're looking to get that first brand deal paid, that may mean you've already gotten free. So let me know actually in the comments below, have you done a gifted collab before? Have you gotten something for free? So that means the brand has not paid you, but they've given you something. They've given you an item in exchange for content. Let me know in the comments below if that is you, if you have done a gifted campaign. The only good news about a gifted campaign, because I am team not gifted and team paid, only really good news about a gifted campaign is this, okay? They want to work with you. They know who you are. You are not a cold, random stranger on the internet. You're someone that they know. So with the right negotiations and with the right finesse, these are the people that you want to hit up first to get paid. It is so much easier to go to a gifted person and say, hey, I want to do this, this, and this for you. I want to create a bigger package, or let's work together, than it is going to a random person on the internet and being like, hey, this is who I am, right? So I call this the low-hanging fruit theory. And it's just really practical, right? Go for the low-hanging fruit. Don't go to the big, crazy brands that, again, don't know you and are big and all the things. Start with the people who know you exist, right? So go back to those warm leads. Go back to brands that have given you something. And if you're looking for your first paid brand deal and you have that media kit and you have your portfolio and you know who these people are, these are the best place to start getting you, again, getting paid from people who have already given you free stuff. Because if they've given you free, chances are you can get that. Like, it's so much easier to get them than it is someone cold. Now, if you want to hear me read a pitch out loud of what I would say to pivot from a free to a paid, come to my next free live training. I host them all the time. I'll include that link below. Y'all, this training is amazing. People come and they're shocked that it's live. They're like, I can't believe you actually do this live. And secondly, they're like, this is so helpful. So I read that pitch out loud to help you, give you those examples of the pivot. So you're no longer in the free zone, but you are in the paid zone. Again, I'll include the link below. So come to my next free live training if you want to hear me read that out loud. Now, the next thing I want to share with you guys in regards to getting you that first paid brand deal is to kind of get you in the mindset to think going to a $10,000 brand deal oftentimes does not start with the first activation. So I'll give you an example. I had a creator who wanted to work with this brand, and the first thing she ever did for them was like one video. And then from that video, she did so good. She ended up doing 2 videos and then 5 videos and then 10 videos. And she ended up taking their entire video production budget for the entire year. Okay. And it all started with that one little piece. So remember, you can also, if you're watching today or listening on the podcast and you're like, I want to get paid. Maybe you don't want to come through the door with, that $10,000, $5,000 package right off the bat. You want to start a little bit slower to get them in. Because once you get them in, and once you build that trust with them and they see how good you are and how professional you are, they will want to work with you again. And this is a very interesting method for creators. It's not shooting so high in that first time. Again, we're just trying to get you paid. We're just trying to get you that first deal. So come up with an offer or a package to your brand partner that is so irresistible that would make them feel dumb saying no to you, right? There's so much psychology that goes into pricing and goes into putting your packages together. And of course, I dive way deeper into this in my Pitching to Brands Master course. This is our 30-hour program here at Sidewalker where we give everything on all things paid brand deals. But for this video, I'll leave you with this. Make sure whatever you give them, right, in that first offer, especially because it's your first brand deal, just gets them in the door. Get them in the door. Because once you have a paying client, you can up that rate and continue to work with them in a longer term capacity. Now, there are creators who are watching today's video, want to get paid, want to work with brands, and scared to pitch. I know all about y'all. You guys, remember, I have a creator community. I know there is fear around pitching. Even some of the most amazing creators I work with, they're so talented and funny and gorgeous and all the things. I'm like, why aren't you pitching? At the end of the day, because it's in here. There's that fear. There's that mindset. There's those limiting beliefs. There's nothing, sadly, I can do about that besides like try to pump you up and inspire you. But one thing I can do is this, and it's kind of like the food court analogy. Okay, so go with me here. You know when you're at the food court at a mall and they give you like a little piece of steak And then the hope is they give you like a free piece of steak so that you go and buy the whole thing. So this is kind of the loophole in the gifted world for creators, right? You can do strategies that would serve your audience, right? That would serve your human that watches you in order to get the attention of that brand. You can do the food court analogy, right? So you can give them a little something, hoping that they come and buy the whole plate. So in a creator world, it would look like something like this. If you are creating content, let's just say you are a beauty influencer and you genuinely love this product. You love it. You think it's amazing. You want to tell your audience about it because your audience is also kind of your client. You want to give them value and you plan on doing it anyways, right? Go ahead and, tag that brand. Let them know, hey, I'm on the radar now. Because what's interesting here is if you create content that would be valuable to your audience and you get this brand to reach out to you first, the position of power has completely changed. They reached out to you. It's way easier to get paid when a brand reaches out to you first. So this is something that you can implement, right? Just creating content that your audience would love anyways and doing it strategically so that that brand sees who you are. They're like, oh, I never post this person tagging us. Oh, they're cool. They're legit. They're good. I like their stuff. Making it very easy to find you because your email is now in your bio or in your about, and then they reach out to you. I can't tell you how many times this has worked for creators in our community that are a little afraid to reach out into outreach and rather have brands come to that. Now, one thing the Sidewalker team has been reflecting so much about when it comes to just getting paid in general, and like where the world is going, where the industry is going, you're watching this because you want to get paid. You're a creator, you haven't gotten paid yet. Have you ever thought like maybe you need to get in person with these people, that you need to get off the online zone and get human again? That's something that Sidewalker, like our team, has been really reflecting on. As many of you know, this summer we are doing our first ever in-person event. We're hosting a retreat. We're going to be with a bunch of other creators on a ship. And this is really exciting for us because we get to meet our humans in person, right? And there's something about live events. I think it's going to make a comeback. And this is relevant to you as a creator, not because you can come on our trip. Our trip is actually sold out. You can get on our waiting list for our next one, but it's more to put it in your ear, like maybe pitching and doing all that stuff, from the computer. Yes, we need to do it. It's part of owning our business, but we also need to meet people in person. So what does that mean? Maybe you need to be networking more with creators in your hometown, PR agencies in your hometown, going to industry events, right? Whether it be in your hometown, maybe there's meetups in your hometown around certain things. Like, you don't have to live in a big city to find meetups on specific topics. So like, if you're super interested in travel or fitness or whatever, find those communities locally to you. And if you're interested in meeting brands, like again, conferences and going to industry events in person, coffee dates with people on the brand side. People forget, but like sometimes meeting someone in person is what's going to get you the job. I myself have gone to events or have gone to different places, and that's where I leave with a huge partnership because someone met me and they're like, oh, that girl, like I like her. She feels human, or she's being herself, or smart, or whatever they think about me. Or maybe they just liked, my outfit that day. But at the end of the day, those in-person moments are valuable because people like doing work with people that they like. And maybe that's your secret sauce. Maybe you're like, oh God, these pitches aren't landing, or I'm not able to meet people. I'm not getting paid, but I know if I had the opportunity to meet them in person, I'd have a better shot. So don't discredit the importance of that live in-person networking to help you get that first paid brand deal. Anyways, y'all, I hope this video has been helpful for you. I hope it's getting your clocks, those gears turning inside your head and getting you thinking about how do I problem solve this? Again, if you need me to get into the trenches with you and your business, I can. I do one-on-one coachings. Our whole company is dedicated to supporting creators in this piece. Like in the whole part of the creator economy, people talk about all these things. Our specialty is brand deals. And if you're looking for your first one, you're going to probably really want to look into our website, look into either working with us or the courses that we provide here, because that is our specialty, our secret sauce. And all of our courses here at Sidewalker are results-driven programs. They are meant to bring you brand partnerships because that's what we are very, very passionate about. As you can see, we have 800 plus videos on this channel dedicated to creators. All right, y'all, let me know what you think in the video. Let me know if it helped you get that first brand deal. That's my goal for you, and I will see you in the next video.